Oh, it's behind your head. Your giant.
Hey, everybody.
Your
I'm
giant-
going to move the special Christmas twinkly thing so you can all enjoy it.
Oh, you don't need that turned on.
Nope.
Was that mine or yours?
Yeah, that's yours.
I just turned the song down. Look, it's.
But you have to do all the
notifications.
sounds.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
So hopefully Gen Z can find us on our new live.
All right. Sorry. We had a live scheduled, but YouTube, for some reason, decided not to let us go live.
Or maybe we're just not adept enough.
Yeah,
All right, you found us, Gen Z.
So the live we had scheduled, we went on it, and it said waiting for broadcast to begin. So we're like, we're ready. There was nowhere to push that to start it. Anyway, we figured it out.
Hey, 12 Stones.
Hey, welcome in.
Happy Thanksgiving.
We're coming to you all live from Mom's place.
So they have a Thanksgiving in Canada, Jonesy. Do they have a Thanksgiving holiday in Australia?
I don't think so. I don't think they're thankful for anything.
No.
Just kidding.
They have the Thanksgiving in Canada in October.
StreamYard. Yeah, we should do the StreamYard, but
Nope.
we heard that you could do this just through YouTube, but apparently you can't. I don't know.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're streaming it live now. It just wouldn't let us do the pre-scheduled one for some reason.
Yeah, this is amateur hour, I guess.
We'll look into it, though. We probably should get the StreamYard app. That seems to be the one everybody likes and is familiar with.
Well, Gen Z, you need to visit us sometime so that you can enjoy a traditional Thanksgiving dinner. I don't know if you and your wife have had one of those before. If you want to brave it.
It's basically the same.
About yams and stuff.
It's basically the same as Christmas dinner. In fact, everybody pretty much has the same exact meal for Thanksgiving and Christmas.
Oh no, there's lazy days. Oh no.
Are we also?
Which one is this? Is this Jesse or Lisa?
And the correct term is former Oregonians. Okay, we do not claim Oregon anymore.
Yeah, we're Oregon transplants.
All right, Jonesy, are we also your only two Kansan friends? You are definitely our favorite Tasmanian friend.
Says it's always Jesse. Lisa pops up once in a while.
Lisa has her own. She's
Mrs. Lazy Days.
Mrs. Lazy Bums.
How come you're not Mr. Lazy Days?
Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, so we wanted to.
Nope, he only has us as Kansas friends. That's the only two that you can handle, really.
Yeah.
We know this from living out here for about a year and a half. You can only handle so many Kansans.
Yep.
Okay, so we suckered you people into coming in.
Suckers.
So that we could talk about what we're most thankful for. So, Spotlight. What are you most thankful for?
I'm most thankful for this gal right here.
Oh, why?
Because she's the only one that can drive me this crazy. Nobody else can do that.
I can put you to your peak entertainment value.
Yeah, she has special eagle powers to drive me crazy.
Yeah.
Yep. So Jonesy, sorry about your team today. We were rooting for them. Okay, we were rooting for them, but it was just not meant to be.
Yeah, we thought, maybe because they got.
Yeah, they scored that goal right
early.
off, and we were like, "Ooh, could there be a chance?" Because I don't know if you've been watching the other games, but there's been a couple major upsets. Saudi Arabia beating Argentina, and then today Japan beat Germany. It's like.
So another thing he's really grateful for is soccer.
Definitely. The best sport.
He's not a morning person at all, but since the World Cup has been on, he's been up before me by about an hour.
Well, that's nothing. A couple World Cups ago, they held it in Korea and Japan, and I would stay up all night. The games would start at like 10 o'clock at night and go until like 4 a.m, and I'd stay up all night watching games. It was crazy. Yeah, wasn't that Japan game amazing? I was so thrilled. I always like to cheer for the underdog because if if you follow the World Cup, there's like 5 teams that just win it over and over, and it's so exciting when the big guys get taken down, especially by the little guys. And in Japan, it's figuratively and literally because
Well,
they're pretty small
you
dudes.
want to stop talking about soccer because you're boring people to sleep. Because look, mom's asleep. So, what about you guys? What are you most thankful for?
Yeah, let us know in the chat so we can find out what everyone is thankful for.
I'm most thankful for my family,
That's me. I'm her family.
and my mom, and the little animals, the little fuzzy ones.
we Yeah, we found out we now have 2 new cats. We've got 2 random cats that have been poking around our place, and they're obviously like one of the neighbors, but we only have really 2 neighbors. Well, we have 3 neighbors that are within a mile of us. That's it. Yeah, so it's got to be coming from one of them. But hey, we always welcome more critters. So
So, for the foreigners in the show, why was there ever a Thanksgiving Day? Why was it created?
it was created to celebrate the first World Cup soccer event.
I think you're right.
Jesse says he's thankful for every day that he's vertical.
That's a good goal.
And how many days are you vertical on average? That's why Australia left the Oceania group to go to the Asian group, qualifying for stronger opponents.
Oh,
Well, that's good. Then I suppose over time they will get better.
hey, Anne.
And
I'm
Dale
thankful
Homestead.
to live another day. Always something to be thankful for.
Amen.
Amen. Yeah. And it's the little things that keep you the most grateful if you notice the little things in life. Like,
Like her.
I wish I was a little thing in life.
You're
I
pretty
wish
little.
I was littler. It's hard to get littler around here because the baked goods in Kansas are so very good.
Yep.
And we have new restaurant choices out here, and we have to try them all because we all have the fear of missing out.
Yeah. And the restaurant choices out here are quite limited compared to pretty much anywhere else we've ever lived.
Yeah, we got some small cones before we
Oh my
left
goodness.
Salina today, and they were huge. They made
Well,
them so big.
I think that Brahms is from Texas. Um, Maybe Lazy Days would know. Is Lazy Days is Brahms from Texas? I know the first time I saw one was I was in Texas because that would explain why their cones are so freakishly huge. You get a small cone and it's like gigantic.
Hey, Stock Explorer.
It's Nora the Stock Explorer. Welcome to
Oh,
the chat.
Jonesy says he's always waking up. He's thankful because his father passed away in his sleep, but that's the best
Oh,
way to go.
yeah. Well, that's nice for him because no pain and suffering probably. But sorry for the loss of your pops. That's tough.
Jesse says that if I'm ever horizontal, you probably won't hear it from me. You'll need to look for Mrs. Lazy Days ahead. Is she going to snitch on you?
uh,
Browser in Texas, but not sure if they started here.
yeah.
So, what else are you thankful for?
I'm
What do
thankful.
you enjoy in life?
Oh man, a
There's
lot
a
of stuff.
lot to enjoy in life.
Yeah. I enjoy the beautiful view that I get to have every time I walk out my front door.
Yes.
Yeah, we are blessed with to live out on the prairie, and I've never seen a view like that. In Oregon, we actually had a very beautiful. I always told people we had the best view in the state, maybe in the county is what I said. Um, and we had a beautiful view of the mountains, but the prairie I think is equally beautiful because of the sky. Like the sky is just so massive. There's no buildings, not really any trees. I mean, we've got a couple trees in our yard, but nothing to block your view, so you can just see forever. And especially when there's like storms going on, it's just absolutely breathtaking. When the storms aren't on top of you, when they're on top of you, then you got to go inside. But
Well, I
when
still like
I
that.
love looking out on the horizon. Usually, during a lot of times of the year, you can kind of scan the horizon, and somewhere there will be a storm going on,
You can't
and it's
see
pretty awesome.
Grizzly bear.
Oh yeah, you got to see the Christmas
Christmas bear.
bear.
So I'll tell you something weird. It's not the first time I've said something
Oh,
weird, but
we got to catch
so
up. We're getting
I'll say that. I'll
we're
say it
getting behind.
real quick. But like being out here in Kansas with this wide open sky and the dramatic storms, it makes you feel alive. Like
Yeah.
you feel like
Oh
kind of
yeah.
like you're asleep. Like everything's nicey nice in Oregon. Not really anything exciting going on in the weather
Yeah.
or anything, but like here, like things are intense. Okay, so catch up.
So of course Jesse's always here with the trivia. He's your twin. She loves trivia too.
So
He says
hi,
in 19
Victoria, Australia.
Oh yeah, hello. In 1933, Bill Brahm's father purchased a small butter processing plant in Kansas. Bill worked with his father growing the family business, which eventually became Peter Pan ice cream stores.
Oh, did
So,
they do the Peter Pan peanut butter?
and then
Just
let's
the ice
see.
cream?
Oh, you were saying hi to 5 Acre Farms. Welcome in, welcome in. Um, in 1968, the family started Brahms in Oklahoma. From there, Brahms grew into the business you know today with stores in 5 states. Very nice. Yeah, we love Brahms. Just their ice cream is actually it's frozen yogurt that we always get
Oh,
because it's the
Anne
soft serve.
says, tell us a little of where you are and what you grow or raise. We grow fat on our bodies and we raise the roof.
And
we're not really farmers or
we're in north central Kansas, by the way.
yeah.
Our nearest big city is Salina, which is about an hour southeast of us, and we're just kind of in the middle of nowhere.
We used to have a little hobby farm where we had a miniature goat, two miniature goats, a miniature donkey, a little bitty pig, a turkey, and a sheep. But uh, we just had it kind of like as a petting zoo for our Airbnb.
Right.
That's kind of what we do. We just host people for vacation stays, but we don't have any real applicable skills in life.
Not true, not true. She, in a former life, she was a pharmacist, but she's hoping to have been now fully retired from that,
Oh,
God willing.
speaking of anti-pharmacy, so I've always gotten my flu shot every year. I was vaccinated, always up to date.
Trigger alert.
But as soon as this mRNA shot came out, I was pretty wary about it. And something that will scare you is if you see the movie Died Suddenly, and you can watch it for
Oh
free
man,
on Rumble.
it's
But it'll
freaky.
show you what the morticians and the embalmers have found in the bodies of people that have gotten lots of doses of COVID vaccine. And
Scary stuff.
yeah, you should just be
That's
really
another.
wary of what
Yeah.
the government is telling you to put into your body.
So that's another thing we're thankful for that we didn't get the you know what.
Yeah.
Um, anyway, somebody said they were getting soaked. I think it was 5 Acre. They're thankful for the break in the rain. Their property is so soaked. You need to send some of that down here because Kansas is pretty darn dry lately, and they could definitely use some of that rain. So
Yeah, we got a little bit of snow.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
fun.
About a week and a half ago, I think we got 2-3 inches of snow, and it was nice. It stuck around for a couple days and then melted.
Well, how warm is it in Tasmania versus Victoria?
Hey, Mrs. Lazy Days is in the house.
All right. Hey, you guys.
The better part of Lazy Bums Ahead.
It says,
Just
have
kidding.
you been home since the 10th of November? We haven't checked our mail. Do we have something in the mail?
Home since the 10th of November.
Yeah. We have been.
We haven't checked our PO box recently. If that's what.
Yeah.
Did you send us something?
Yeah,
we
that's
love
what I'm
getting
getting
stuff
at.
in our PO. We, yes, you do.
Yay!
Ooh, well, we're
always happy when you said
we're
you
in
spoil
town.
us to death.
We're coming to you from Mom's house in town. So when we leave here to head out to our place, we will stop by the post office. That's exciting.
Yeah, you guys are so generous.
I'm thankful for Lisa because she sends us super cool stuff. Hey, we got Bifford the Hobbit.
Corner Clubhouse Cobalt.
Hey, welcome, y'all.
Hey.
fun to see some new names in
Bifford
here.
the Hobbit. Hey, I just said, all right, Biffer.
Thanks, Biffer. Welcome to the corn-fed family.
Victoria today is 15 degrees Celsius. What would you say is probably in the 60s, early
Yeah, I think 15 is
60s?
in the 60s. I'm pretty
Okay,
sure. Yeah, you're right.
that's pleasant. It was kind of that same temperature today here, too. It was a
Yeah.
nice day.
Yeah, it's been in the 60s almost every day. We had a really cold spell where it was like 20 degrees day and night for like a week. And then all of a sudden the 60s are back. It still gets down to like the 20s and 30s overnight, but it's been really pleasant in the days. Like we don't even need coats.
Yeah, we just got back from South Dakota, and that is real man cold up
Oh, look at
there.
Jonesy's got 20 C here. That's pretty nice and toasty.
Yeah,
That 20's got to be, what's that? The high 70s or something like that.
yeah.
Hey, Doug the guitarist.
I
He's
love
guitar.
your little sound.
Look out, Doug! Your guitar is on fire. That's awesome.
Hey, could you do the drinking sound for the people?
I don't know. I
It's
don't think
hard
I
when you
can.
put them on the spot. Try,
No.
try to.
When I think of Kansas, I think of Dorothy from The Wizard of Oz. Well, congratulations, because
Nobody else has ever.
because you are part of millions of other people that all they know about is, because when you tell somebody you're moving to Kansas, 9 out of 10 times you get some sort of Wizard of Oz joke. So
Yeah.
yeah, so so you're normal.
Where was
Congrat-
the Wamego? Was the Wizard of Oz museum?
yeah,
Oh, that is fun. I enjoyed that trip a lot.
yeah, that's pretty cool. Oh, 68 Fahrenheit. Okay,
Uh,
that's still pretty comfortable. That's actually like the perfect temperature. It's not too cold, not too hot.
Lisa said they're up to 65 today in
Nice.
Texas, right?
Yep. They're in the Houston area. They are at our nearest beach. One day I was thinking, where's the nearest beach? And I was like, oh, that would be Houston. Well, I know Houston's not technically on the beach, but it's right next to it.
The South Dakota, it's cold and it'll get you too because you walking down the street and then you go past an alleyway and then you'll get slammed by the wind until you cross the street and then you'll be okay for a block and then once you
Yeah.
hit another alleyway
Yeah, we just
yeah.
came back from South Dakota. Of course, we had to pay our yearly homage to the Corn Palace because it goes along with Corn Fed Life. They have
um,
a awesome Corn Palace up there. It's kind of fun to see.
they want to know if we see many Californians or New Yorkers moving to
I
Kansas.
I haven't met any New
California,
Yorkers.
yes.
Yeah,
California, yes.
yeah, we've met Californians, Washingtons, Floridians.
You know
Um,
why?
there's people from all over
You
actually moving here right
you
now.
know why no New Yorkers are
Why?
moving to Kansas? Where do New Yorkers move to? All of them. Where do they
New
all
New
retire
Jersey?
to?
I don't
Where do
know.
they all retire to?
I California, Florida.
Yep, that's right.
Oh, okay.
That's why they don't come out here.
It's getting cold here in Canada. Yeah, I bet.
Good for spring.
Yep.
Yeah, that's a good
'Cause
temperature for spring. It's pleasant enough.
yeah, because it was freezing in South Dakota, so I'm sure Canada is significantly colder.
And
Yep.
is the sweetest southern butterflower of the South.
With the greatest garden. That's awesome. Hello, Byron the Funkle. Who's Byron the
We
Funkle?
didn't see
Is
Byron. We saw Bifford the Hobbit.
is that what was one of those other names of the channels? Maybe it was Corner Clubhouse Cobalt. I don't know.
I think it's Bifford.
The Stock Explorer. No, Nora's the Stock Explorer. Oh, she's just saying
Nora
thanks.
the Explorer. How come your channel name isn't Nora the Stock Explorer?
I know, you should include that in your name. It's so fun.
Okay, so all you people, what are you most thankful for this Thanksgiving?
This is,
About
Victoria, Australia is normally 80 to 90 this time of year. Oh my goodness. We've nearly had our average yearly rainfall in 4 months. Wow.
whoa.
So it's dry here and nice and toasty there.
and rainy.
and rainy.
I thought I heard from Jonesy that he has ginormous storms there in Tasmania. How about in Victoria? Does it get pretty crazy there?
What are you laughing
Are
at?
we boring you?
Yeah, you're boring me. Come on, you people in the chat are boring me. I came here for you to entertain us.
When we make the U News, I have to edit the program and I always have to cut out because he's always yawning, especially when I'm talking, he's yawning.
You just had a spaz cat go tearing through the house.
Cat. Biffer says, I'm thankful to be an American. Hoorah.
Jonesy has another channel. How many channels are you operating, Jonesy?
This one is a good one because he has some ocean videos in it, and it's good to relax and put those on. Are we boring?
Yes. Can you pick it up and make things more exciting?
Oh, good. We have
Oregon's calling.
Spam. Oh, you should pick it up and put it on the live.
I'm sure nobody's here, but sure. Hello, you're on live.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi, this is Kara with American Senior Citizens Care. How are you doing today?
Really bad.
Okay, this call is about a new state-regulated final expense insurance plan which covers 100% of your burial, funeral, or cremation expenses.
You need burial expenses, not burial.
Social Security. Would you like to learn more about it?
No, thanks. Are you going to tell me?
I completely understand that, but these new affordable plans have just been approved in your state and everyone qualifies.
Well, in that case, tell me all about it.
To qualify you for the plan, are you between the age of 40 and 80?
Maybe.
Say that again, please.
Maybe. I might be.
Great. Let me bring the state licensed product specialist on the line to share information.
Uh-oh. Hey, should we talk to the live person, y'all? Who votes yes? Talk to the live person. We get hold music.
Very important to us. Please stay on the line and you'll be transferred to the next available agent.
No, don't waste your time.
Yeah, I don't want to. I want to talk to the people instead of this guy.
But somebody said it was fun. Oh, Jonesy said, now this is funny. You can really have a good time with some of these people. Hello? What happened? Hi. Hi, you're live on Cornfed Live podcast. Who's this?
Oh, they hung up.
Oh. Sorry, guys. I thought we had a special guest. I thought we had a special guest for y'all, but
Preppy for Heaven says accent. Scam operators are worse than pawn scum.
Hey, they're just trying to make a living too.
That's really insulting to pawn scum. Cowards.
I know. Why didn't they want to be on our podcast with us?
Yeah,
I don't get it.
They could have sold it to all y'all.
Maybe they just had a really great product and everybody would have been interested.
Yeah.
Oh, well, maybe another time.
Well, we asked the question, what are you most thankful for? And a lot of you answered, I'm thankful to be able to wake up every morning. So the bar is pretty low. So throw out there whatever you guys are thankful for.
And I'm thankful for our town already starting the Christmas lights.
Yeah.
Yeah, and this town has a really nice drive-through Christmas light display, and it's already open even before Thanksgiving. So that's pretty awesome.
And it's free too.
Yeah, it's free. They just have voluntary donations. And you can go on a horse-drawn carriage. How awesome is that? We went last year and it was so cold. We were just bundled up with just our eyes peeking out. We were just, but it was still fun.
Yeah, they have draft horses that are pulling the wagon.
Yeah, beautiful horses.
Yeah.
Yep,
we want to go for a sleigh ride on snow, like legit. But we don't have that around here. Don't have snow.
Have any of you been on an actual sleigh ride on a horse? We've been on lots of horse-drawn carriages, but never on a sleigh ride. I was reading about some in a magazine, and they were all on the West Coast or the East Coast or way up Northeast. Um, but I couldn't find any around here. I guess not enough snow around here to make it a regular thing.
That,
Maybe up in the Dakotas they have it. I don't know.
yeah. Yep, dismit.
Jesse's thankful we were able to flee the West Coast madness. We are
Amen.
too.
You too.
Absolutely.
You guys too.
Hey, a pineapple in the house.
Been on a hayride.
Pineapples
but
don't
never a
like
sleigh
horses.
ride. But do horses like pineapples?
Yeah, that's the question. Do horses like pineapples?
I know what horses like. They like
And
apples.
why
I
don't-
don't know if they like pineapples,
why
but
don't-
they love apples.
I want to know why pineapples don't like horses. How can you not like horses? They're beautiful, beautiful, glorious, regal creatures. Of course, they do randomly throw people off and kill them, but other than that, they're pretty awesome.
Jesse.
My own sleigh, my own reindeer. Horses can't fly. You're Santa. I knew it.
Lisa still loves Oregon. I love parts of Oregon. I love the coast, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Nothing beats the Oregon coast.
Yeah, Oregon is definitely one of the most beautiful states in the country. But unfortunately, the political climate, not so great. And
I think you should, Biffer.
To a skeleton doll. Yeah, why not? Scary Christmas skeleton.
Is that one of those massive ones that people were stealing? Those
Yeah.
big old skeletons.
Yeah, I saw a thing on the internet where it's like that was the big Halloween decor, was those giant, like 20-foot tall skeletons that people would put out in their yard, and people would steal them like crazy because all the stores sold out of them. And there's like Ring video of some lady trying to stuff one in the back, a 20-foot tall skeleton. She's trying to stuff it in the back of an SUV. It didn't go well.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Yeah, let me watch the time. 8:02, you guys.
Yeah. Speaking of Oregon, pineapple also has Oregon connections, but Oregon was crazy this year because, for those that don't know, this is just kind of interesting. Phil Knight, the guy that owns Nike, the guy that founded Nike and all that, one of the co-founders, he gave a ton of money to two candidates, an independent and a Republican, and almost got the Republican elected, which would have been the first Republican governor of Oregon in 40 years, but she narrowly lost. And they went from Kate Brown, who basically let the state fall apart, let Antifa run wild, to an even more liberal governor. So the state was like, we're almost going to go conservative. Nope, just kidding. We're going to go super liberal.
Heidi said Heidi was running rampant all over.
Yeah,
Oregon.
she was. Her and her Antifa buddies.
Prepping says that horses are my favorite animal. They are really magnificent animals.
Pineapple says she's might not be going to Oregon anymore. Why not? Is it because it's getting out of hand, or are you
There's
freeing?
too many horses
Are you
there.
getting your family that's out there? Are you getting them out to freedom? Seriously, it's like escaping and getting to freedom. I mean, we still do go back and visit because we have friends there, but glad we don't live there.
Yeah.
The Midwest is you just can feel the freedom out here. It's just so much different.
Where are you, Doug? Are you in Tennessee? I don't remember.
10:02. Is that no? Because is Tennessee still Central or are they Eastern time? I don't know.
Eastern?
Are they?
How could they be more than an hour away?
Oh, then that means he's east. He's got to be East Coast.
Yeah, but they're only an hour ahead of us.
Well, then he must
right?
be in Canada. Oh yeah, he says Canada.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was like, that's the only other way, or else some island out in the Atlantic.
Jesse only goes to Oregon when his wife makes him.
There's a lot of fun things to do in Oregon still.
Yeah,
We bag on it, but it's a great place. Just not the type of place we want to live.
It's just not the same as it used to be. Just like San Francisco. People that went to San Francisco a long time ago. It's just not the same that it used to be.
5 Acre says, my dad used to break horses in, and it always terrified me as a child. Yeah,
Oh.
horses can definitely terrify you as a child. Let me tell you about my first horse ride. So I think I was like, how was I, 9, 10 years old? I was a little guy, and we went to some friend's house that had a ranch, and they got me on a horse and basically showed me the basics. This turns it this way and this turns it that way. And so I ride out. It's all
How old
going.
were you again?
I don't know, 9 or 10.
Okay.
Why? You doubting me?
No, I was just wondering, like, why this was traumatic for you, like what age
Well,
you were.
Well, because so then we get all the way. I'm riding it and I'm turning it, and I get all the way to the far end of the pasture. Everybody's down at the other end watching me. And in the middle of the pasture is one of those horse jumps, like the little things that they jump over. And all of a sudden it turns, and I was like, "Hey, I didn't turn it." And then it starts galloping at full speed, and it jumps, and it doesn't clear the jump. It didn't fall. It's one of those
And
bars.
then-
So it
and
knocks the
then
bar off.
He fell and broke his neck.
No.
And then Rhett Butler came running over and
Oh,
said,
be quiet.
Pony, no.
No, I actually stayed on the horse, but I was scared out of my mind. Imagine I've never been on one of these creatures. And then it runs and it jumps, kicks the bar, knocks the bar down. But like I said, luckily
What
it
the
stayed on
heck
its feet.
are you afraid of if you're a little boy and you can take a jump and
'Cause-
stay on the horse? What the heck are you afraid of?
I guess I'm just a wuss. Because I'm on this
like,
giant beast and it's going full speed and I've never been on
I
one.
mean, like, who can land a jump
She has-
with no training?
she has no
like,
sympathy.
That's something you should be like, oh, I can do anything now. I just noticed something.
You and Pineapple are laughing at
You
me.
see this picture up here? That's where we got married in
Yeah.
Scotland.
Yeah, and where we got married is actually
Oh, hi, Tamara.
is actually that's kind of the view from the hill we got married on. It's a little bit away, but that was the view we had of this bay, and there's the town, and that's the town of Portree in Scotland.
Oh, so tell us, prepping, how is Boston during the Christmas season? Is it really just up to the hilt?
That's where we got married in Scotland.
I've never been to Boston before, but I'd like to.
Mom just figured out where we got married.
I was just asking Boston, prepping, like how Boston is for Christmas. Like, I bet it's gorgeous.
I know one thing: they all pock the caw and the haunted yawn.
That's for sure.
I bet you never heard that one before.
And Pineapple is afraid of chickens.
Chickens.
There's not a more vicious creature.
Oh, yeah, those chickens, they'll get you. Actually, I had a face-off the other day. Not a chicken, but a goose.
Oh, yeah. We never put it up on YouTube.
Oh, we better get on it.
Yeah, that was a great video.
Yeah, we were at this pond, and this goose was swimming around the pond, and I went down by the shore, and this goose swims over to the shore, and then he starts running at me, and he's like, ah, ah, ah. And I was like, oh.
It was so funny because so he would come at him, he'd face off the goose, and then the goose would back up and run away. But as soon as
I turned my back,
then he would bend down his little neck and go waddling up as fast as he could and try to get up.
Try to get me.
It's so cute.
Lords and lairds are fancy people in Scotland.
Ooh, yes. Well, we were the fanciest, weren't we?
Oh my gosh, yeah, I really want to love horses, but they scare me so much. They can be scary. Especially, have you seen that video on YouTube where a horse grabs that little girl by the ponytail and like flings her? Like, I think there's a video called like Animals Being Buttheads or something like that. And that's one of the videos on there. They show a horse grabbing a girl's ponytail in his mouth and flinging the little girl. So they are scary. I hate how San Fran, it's always crazy.
I now hate San Fran. It's always crazy loading into and out of music venues.
Oh yeah, I would imagine.
Did you say like your son or your nephew or somebody was in a band that you manage, or?
San Francisco, I heard, is like one of the cities in the U.S., one of the top cities that people are fleeing from. Like, people are moving out of, they can't get out of San Francisco fast enough. It's so bad there. It's despicable.
Pineapple used to have to collect eggs in her aunt's coop, and those chickens are vicious.
Who is lazy? Who is Jesse saying hello to in Arabic?
Tamara.
Oh, that's right. Oh, he's just copying her name there.
Yeah.
I was like, wow, someone speaks Arabic in here. That's cool.
Keep up with the tabs, man.
The pineapple used to collect eggs in my aunt's coop, and those chickens were vicious. Oh, I'm sorry.
Prepping avoids Boston. He lives in a small town. That's probably smart.
Did you wear a kilt? I did not wear a kilt. I wanted to wear a kilt, but this girl said, "No, I want you in a traditional outfit." So
Yeah.
no kilt for this guy. Even though I do have Scottish ancestry, so I could have actually looked up my family name and worn the appropriate tartan and all that.
Yeah, but you look so smart in your suit.
She doesn't like me in a skirt. What can I say? Oh. I refer to Boston as the wagon wheel city because the roads are laid out in a wagon.
Oh,
In a wheel shape.
really?
I didn't know that.
I don't know much about that city.
That reminds me of that great song. Rock me, mama, like a wagon wheel.
Well, yeah, it would be a nightmare to navigate if the streets are laid out like that.
Yeah, definitely a lot of history there.
Oh, pineapple. Well, gee, I wonder how people could tell if you had Scottish ancestry.
Well, that's more Irish, right? I bet she's got some Irish ancestry. Are Scots famous? Do they have a lot of redheads?
Yeah,
Okay.
lots and lots.
Well, I know Ireland is the most famous for the redheads. And
Whenever they do a Scottish cartoon, they always have him as a redhead, like on The Simpsons. I think they have one.
Which is the GPS in Boston says, make a 30-degree turn.
A what? I would have loved to see wedding photos.
Well, maybe we will share them sometime.
Yeah, we just have a small amount.
Is there any up on our Country City channel? Didn't we have a video? I'm going to look it up while you keep
okay.
entertaining them. Because it's possible. I don't know if we did or not. But...
That's when we used to be pretty and skinny. Way back then.
Yeah, I miss being pretty. I used to be so pretty.
Yep.
Oh. So what else? What else is new?
Yeah, you guys excited for Christmas? Let's just blow over Thanksgiving tomorrow.
No, we're gonna have fun.
Christmas.
We got invited to Thanksgiving. We're also thankful for meeting new people. We met a few months ago at a church that we go to on rare occasion. It's pretty far from us, so we don't attend there regularly, but we love the people there. So every once in a while we'll pop in, and we popped in and we met this new couple. They were new there. They had just moved to Kansas from somewhere. And then we saw them again a second time, and then they invited us for Thanksgiving. So we've only seen these people twice. And that's super sweet for them to invite us to their Thanksgiving feast. So we're excited to go do that tomorrow.
It's like the island of misfit toys, because she said she invited all these other people that she doesn't know that well, but she knows are out of their element for Thanksgiving. So that's why we got invited. But it should be a lot of fun because she's a really interesting person. So I'm sure she's invited a lot of fun people to get together with. Plus, we don't have to clean our dishes.
That's right. So Jonesy wants to know where he can get one of these bad boys.
Yeah, everybody loves those hats. Like all the kids around here, they asked Craig for one of them too.
I think you can get this in our online store, which is that in all of our video descriptions?
Mm-hmm.
So if you go under any of our videos in the description, it should tell you how to get to our online store, and you should be able to order one of these bad boys.
Well, Jonesy, if you submit more than one, if you submit a couple more newscasts this month, then we'll send you one of these for being Reporter of the Month. But you have to beat out April. She already sent in one report this month. So you have to send in two.
Yeah, so we should give a little quick shout out to our U-News program because there's new people in here today. So we have a U-News program we do 2-3 times a week where we just put random news stories that we think are interesting and that probably weren't in the mainstream media. But we try to get people to send us in news from their neck of the woods. And it doesn't have to be some big, glorious story. It can just be like, hey, our chickens are laying extra eggs today or whatever. We just want to make it fun and show like what people all around the world are doing like in their backyard. And anyway, you just do like a selfie, just hold up your camera and shoot like 30 to 60 second clip of yourself reporting some news. And then you just have to make sure to at the beginning say thanks corn-fed, and then at the end say back to you corn-fed. And we give out prizes right now. The next 2 people that submit clips that we use get corn-fed life keychains, and just about every month we give out a corn-fed life tumbler, or you can get a sports bottle. We got a whole bunch of different stuff. So anyway, if you haven't watched that too, if you want to know how to do it, just watch. Jonesy did a really great one. I don't remember what date that was, but we have a playlist of the U News. So go back till you see Jonesy's mug on one of them and watch that one. That's a great example of what to do. So anyway,
Pineapple likes your hat too.
Oh, well, thanks, Pineapple.
And Mom likes that.
Well, I'm proud of our logo because I designed it. And
Yeah.
I don't know, you can see the corn-fed real good, and it says life right here. Sometimes I think I should have made the life so it stands out more.
Oh, Jonesy totally was bribed into it. That worked. The hats work. Preppy says, I haven't been to Boston in over 25 years, I think. We went to the Red Sox game at Fenway. So I guess, is that not really in existence there anymore?
I don't know.
Oh,
I have no
that
clue.
must be what they're referring to. Must be.
I'm not much of a baseball guy. Although we did go to a Kansas City Royals game.
Neil the Seal. That's going to be his another one of his video casts.
I want a video cast on the patty melons. We love those cute little suckers.
We want to see you catch one of those guys.
I want to see your dog chasing one.
Oh no!
Well, hey Baker, I didn't notice you popping in. Thanks, happy Thanksgiving to you too, and blessings right back at you.
Her Pineapple's 4-year-old broke the keychain. Oh no!
3 seconds. Wow, he's pretty good. He makes short work of it.
Yeah, they didn't guarantee them to be toddler proof.
Oh, sorry about it. Well, you're going to have to submit some news and earn another one.
You got another compliment about your design. When was it? Who were we talking to?
Fenway will always be there. Does that mean it's not really there? It's just there in your head, or what?
Oh, we were talking to a realtor, and they asked if somebody branded us because they were so impressed by his designs. But he said, nope, I did it myself.
So this, we had Jesse was asking about this. This is Mom's little.
Yeah, turn on the music.
So Mom scored this at one of the stores.
Turn on the music.
Okay. It's got a little music thing. Is it on the bottom here?
Yeah.
So check this out, y'all. Wow. Just kidding.
She got us a snow globe too. It's really pretty. Isn't that fun? And it's now yours for only £19.90.
Let's just do a live chat.
Yeah. This is it, guys.
we just sit and listen to this. And what does it say? Frosty's Tree Farm and Firewood. Oh, that's good. Okay.
Jonesy caught a bird live today. He flew straight into the studio. Oh, we got to check that out. Lisa likes the snow globe. And so does Jesse. You guys know what to get each other for Christmas.
There you go.
Great accent. I did that after a commercial. Craig ended up buying me the ring, but there was, the ring that Princess Diana had with the sapphire in the middle that Kate Middleton ended up getting as well for her engagement ring. They did a replica of it, and they had this British guy talk about it, and for only £19 or 19. Did he really say pounds, or did
no,
he
it was
say
dollars? He would say $19.90.
So we still refer to that. That was several years ago. That was probably like 9 years ago.
But one of our favorite pastimes is making fun of the British accent. We love their little things like, I'd like a bottle of water. I'd like more porridge, please. I'm still hungry.
They all have a Cockney accent.
Yeah. So Jonesy,
Wait. I have trivia fact.
uh-oh.
The person, oh man, I can't remember his name. Never mind. I was gonna tell you the person. It wasn't like James Cag. No, it wasn't that. But there was an actor in this. He came out in the '60s. I can't remember his name. And he was the first person to make a Cockney accent popular. Like he made it cool.
Is he a Canadian?
Nope.
So anyway, real quick.
Okay, I'll
So,
find out.
Jonesy, this isn't our wedding pictures. I'll try to get some of those. But this is our Scotland and Ireland journey. It's on our Country City Media channel. Anyway, you can kind of see where we got married. But I will try to get some of our wedding pictures up, make a little video of it or something. I actually have a video made of it. I got to find it. It's somewhere on one of the computers. All right, let me catch up on the comments here. Mrs. Lazy Day says that is so pretty. I'm assuming she's talking about me.
I got it. Michael Caine.
Michael Caine. Oh yeah.
First guy to make the Cockney accent popular.
Jesse said it was so festive. You guys are so much fun. Oh well, thank you. We think you are very fun as well.
Yes. We don't even have fun names like you.
Yeah. There's the Organized Pineapple is just the perfect name. And the logo is just awesome. Did you design the logo?
You read this.
It's very cool.
This.
My mom's English and says porridge and then mumphy.
Pumpy.
Pumphy for ottoman.
We got to start doing that.
I'd like a pumphy, please, for my little feeties. Kids are like, what is she talking about? And do you just say, don't worry, kids, she's just a little crazy.
I can do a good Kiwi accent. Well, how like New Zealander accent? Like, how is that different from Australian?
Here's
like,
how,
you couldn't tell.
Here's how I can tell a Kiwi accent. If I hear an accent and I'm like, that sounds like a really bad Australian accent, then I figure it must be a Kiwi accent. That's what it sounds like to me. It sounds like somebody trying to do an Australian accent, but they don't get it quite right.
And Perfect is commenting on my Michael Caine trivia.
Davy Jones of the Monkees. I prefer the monkey that starred in the film with me. What was his name?
We can't remember it.
I will think of it.
We're bad about trivia.
I was actually in a movie with one of the monkeys. It was, I got to think of it. What was his stinking name? It was the lead singer. Who was the lead singer of the Monkees? Don't look. I'm gonna think of it.
You know how I got the answer to my question about Michael Caine?
Fish and chips.
I'd
like some fish and chips.
My Google search was
like Canada and Texas.
Let me get out the sentence.
Well, it wasn't. It wasn't Davy Jones. Maybe he wasn't the lead singer. I thought he was. In the movie we were in together, he was a singer. He wasn't supposed to be in the Monkees, but he was playing himself.
I want to say something funny.
Oh, nobody cares what you have to say.
Let me get out one sentence. Yap. Okay, so how I came up with Michael Caine.
Mickey Dolenz. Mickey Dolenz. That's the guy I was thinking of. You all remember Mickey Dolenz? Him and I were in a movie together. And Tiffany and Debbie Gibson.
Okay, so how I came up with Michael Caine is I typed it. This is how awesome Google is. Played the butler in Batman, Cockney accent. Michael Caine popped right up.
there you go. Oh, he sang a few leads too. Okay. And did you know he also got eaten by a giant anaconda? Anaconda.
It's like it's an anaconda that's really big. Is an anaconda.
Oh no! Actually, I totally lied. It was a mega python that ate him because the name of the movie was Mega Python versus Gatoroid. And
Essentials.
it was really fun because he was at a like a benefit event, and he's like, "Okay, we're gonna sing some songs from some of our latest hits." And then he goes, "Hit it, boys!" And then he goes, "Ah!" And then when the special effects came along, a giant python came down and just ate him in one bite. It was awesome.
He didn't get eaten by Gatoroid or anything, though. He was just an extra. He was a
Yeah.
party goer.
Yes, but I got to chat with one of the supporting actresses in the movie in the opening scene of the party. So you got to watch it. They play it. They play it every so often on the Sci-Fi Channel.
Look at what Baker says.
In high school, a friend of mine went all weekend trying to do an Aussie accent, terrible, to impress some girl he met. It didn't work. Oh,
That would have worked on me.
But you're
Okay.
still running.
See
Oh,
you later, Jonesy.
thanks for dropping in
still
and hanging out for so
listen
long.
or put us
We
down
appreciate
on, like,
it.
really low.
Thank you.
I've never heard of that movie. Well, you're lucky.
It's a great movie because it has if you remember Tiffany, her big hit was or was it Debbie Gibson? I think we're alone now. I think we're alone now, which was just a remake, right?
Yeah,
Which one of them sang that?
that was Tiffany.
Tiffany.
She was the mall queen. She would do concerts
okay.
at malls.
So there's
they put your posse on 99.
oh yeah.
Jesse, no.
Yes, that
No.
is awesome, Jesse. Thank you. Yeah, it was bad, Baker. But there's a scene where Tiffany and Debbie Gibson are fighting with each other. They're like throwing pies in each other's face, and then they go rolling down this hill into the swamp. And then one of them's like, then they're soaking wet, and they get up, and one of them's like, "Did you hear something?" And the other one says, "No, I think we're alone now. There doesn't seem to be anyone around." Quoting the lines from her famous song from the 80s. It was pretty awesome.
Oh, was it really a monkey song? That's too funny. Maybe that's why.
Maybe that's why they joined them
Joined
up.
Tiffany.
Anyway, there's so Debbie Gibson was actually in a whole string of these sci-fi, like straight to TV movies.
Get a bottle of water.
So Debbie Gibson actually did several of these. So the one that I was in was Mega Python versus Gatoroid, and then there was also like Mega Shark versus Giant Octopus or something like that. And I think there was one more. I think there was at least 3 of them, but they're super cheesy. But that's kind of like how they're supposed to be. I mean, they're made for the Sci-Fi Channel. Oh wait, it was Tommy James and the Shadells. Oh, okay. That would have been awesome though if it was the Monkees. That would have been pretty cool. But Mickey Dolenz seemed like a really cool dude. He was pretty awesome. And Debbie Gibson was also like super down to earth. And like when we weren't shooting, she would come and like chat with the extras and hang out. But Tiffany was like super celebrity like, and she would like go to her trailer. And she didn't really mingle with anybody. At least the night I was shooting with them. Thanks for the laughs. I've got to run. Bye. Thanks for jumping in, 5 Acre. It was nice having you around. I always appreciate it.
Why are you all leaving as soon as you start?
Yeah, as soon as my wife leaves, everybody bails.
No, they were leaving before. As soon as you started talking about your sci-fi movie, then everybody's like, "Oh yeah, you guys are so great." Now bye.
Yeah. So what else is new?
We'll talk to the people about our South Dakota trip.
South Dakota. Oh yeah, South Dakota. We were in Sioux Falls mostly, and they really put on a good Christmas show. I mean, they're the main park in the middle. If you've never been to Sioux Falls, you got to go to Sioux Falls. It's this huge. It's a big city. I mean, it's not like New York big. Okay, it's Midwest big. Let's say. I don't know how many people are. Is that like 200,000? Maybe
I think it was like
300,000 people. But so imagine this huge city in the middle. Right in the middle of it is this park, and it has this beautiful river running through it. And then that's where Sioux Falls is. So the river does all these little plunges, like, they're like 10, 15 feet plunges. And it goes right through the middle of this park, which is in the middle of the city. And they cover it in millions and millions of Christmas lights right now. It's Glorious.
Yeah, we were just driving down the downtown because it was magical how
Yeah.
lovely they decorated the city.
Oh, the whole
And
city
then
is
we come
beautiful.
upon the falls all decorated in lights. And so we were debating whether or not we should get out and look at it or not. And I'm glad that we did.
Yeah, it's so pretty. They really get into it up there. Yep. So if you've never been to Sioux Falls, go check it out. And then in the middle of the park, there's a giant tower that's, I would say it's 50 feet tall. So it's not giant, but you get up there and then you can like see really far. You can see the whole park. And then there's a beautiful cafe that overlooks the main waterfalls. And so you can go sit there and sip hot chocolate. And the falls are like half frozen over. They're still running a little bit, and they light up the falls, right?
Yep. And if you go north enough, yes, that is north of North Dakota,
What's north of North Dakota?
South Dakota. If you keep going north, yep,
Oh.
it's north of North Dakota.
Yeah, if you circle the globe. I shared you out, so maybe you will get some new friends in.
Oh,
Oh, well,
good.
thank you. We appreciate the love.
We need friends, period. Like, we don't have any friends at all.
Nobody likes us. I don't know. Probably my face.
Baker says, love Christmas decorations, especially if I ain't the one decorating. Yes.
Yeah. It's fun to enjoy what other people have worked so hard to do.
Yeah, that's why we're looking forward to tomorrow's Thanksgiving dinner.
Yeah, when I was at that park looking, I was thinking, man, how did they, because it's these trees are like super tall and they're just surrounded going all the way up of lights. And I'm like, how would they even do that with like a crane or something? And how long would it take to go around and around?
Maybe it's like a maypole. Maybe they start off with the strand up at the top and then they have somebody at the bottom going around the tree.
That could be. Or maybe they just have somebody in a crane hold the lights and then they turn the tree.
Yeah, they could do that.
Yeah, there you go. They just turn the tree and then the crane just lowers slowly and then it spins lights around. They're all fake trees.
So what was your guys' favorite Christmas display growing up? Like in Roseburg, there was this one street called Ording Street. It's Oerding.
Nobody cares how it's spelled.
And there was a man that did all sorts of like robotics, and he would have Santa Claus kicking out of the chimney, and he'd have boxes of presents popping open with like little mice popping out of them, and all this like really elaborate display. I think I heard that he was a dentist, but anyway, he put on like quite the display, and people would drive by all season long to see what he had done. He even had Christmas music playing.
Hey, Antifa just showed up.
Oh, hey. Hey, Biff and Sea Girl.
Where you been, butthead?
We're talking about favorite Christmas displays, and you were telling us about Peacock Lane. We had never seen that. Have you seen that before, Peacock Lane, Mom? No, it's up in Portland. It's supposed to be a collaboration between a bunch of houses.
Hey, it's our local buddy, Skycraft. Where you been?
Hey, Sky.
Where you been, buddy?
Corn-fed man looks bored in his face.
Where else am I gonna look bored? In my face. That's where I look bored.
Yeah, stop yawning every time I talk.
She's so boring.
Happy Thanksgiving. So this is a 24-hour live, and you guys have to come with us to our Thanksgiving dinner.
Just kidding.
Are you guys gonna go out of town, Skycraft, or are you gonna have your family dinner here in town?
Oh, everybody's commenting. Hey, Annie's Kitchen. Welcome. Hey. Welcome. I love the beautiful sunflowers. That's our state flower.
Good morning, all.
What state are you in, Annie? I don't recall. I'm sure I've heard before. There was a house like that near us in Worcester, Maine. Is it MA? Is that Maine or Massachusetts?
Massachusetts. That's where they're from.
It was great. Unfortunately, the neighbors complained and they made them close. Oh, neighbors can be so lame. Perth, Australia. Awesome.
In the country. So they're going off. Skycraft is going to the country.
The Aussies are representing tonight.
Very nice.
like farmers.
That's why they say good morning. We're like, what?
Oh, yeah. Great time sounds. Happy
Perth.
Thanksgiving, Baker. Thanks for stopping in. And we wish you a wonderful and happy Thanksgiving as well.
What's the population of Perth? That's a pretty big deal, isn't it?
I think so.
Yep.
If we've heard of it, it's got to be big. Skycraft has no neighbors. He lives in the country.
Oh, okay. I got you. Well, okay, Skycraft. So we were asking everybody what they're most thankful for. So I bet you could come up with something good.
What are you thankful for? Probably basketball. That's what he's playing now.
Yeah. Hey, if you haven't, you should check out some of the World Cup games.
Yeah.
World Cup is on right now.
World Cup, the big soccer tournament that comes along every 4 years. It's a lot of fun, even if you're not a soccer fan. And it's the U.S. tied Wales. So a country of 230 million people couldn't beat a country of 3 million people. The U.S.
That's because they spend too much time playing basketball instead
That's
of soccer.
right, and football and baseball.
Jesse says that Perth has 2 million people in
The capital of Western Australia. Vibrant, energetic city, home to vineyards, gorgeous beaches, and parklands.
it. And Annie doesn't pay attention to the population.
2 million people. So Perth has 1 million less than the whole country of Wales. Fun fact.
Skycraft, I guess he likes to yell.
Country, and I can tell you as hard as I can yell as hard as I can and not get in trouble. And how often do you do this? Is that what I've been hearing at night? Because I thought it was the coyotes,
some
but
boy
was it you?
yelling woof?
Was it you howling at the moon, Skycraft? And here I was telling everybody we had a pack of coyotes living down the road from us. I didn't know it was just a basketball player.
Yeah.
It was the
coyotes.
That's a good one.
That's cute. Yeah, well, we're looking forward to our Thanksgiving dinner tomorrow. What's your guys' favorite dishes?
This is my favorite dish.
I think you said that you like mashed potatoes the best.
I don't know if I like it the best.
Well,
It's a good solid side. I don't know. I like the cranberry sauce.
Yeah.
I like putting it all kinds of. It pretty much goes with anything.
I made a cranberry chutney that was so good. I think we lost. Oh, I'm sorry. Am I boring you? I think we lost the recipe to it, but I think it's pretty simple. Just like a bag of cranberries and a cup of sugar and some orange peels in it. And it's actually pretty good.
Skycraft says, every other day. What TV dinner will you be warming up with? Oh, hey, I gotta tell a story.
Which,
I want to tell the story. So one Thanksgiving, it was just the two of us. We were over on the Oregon coast. We were actually over there to fix up one of our bed and breakfasts that we ran in the Reedsport area. What was the little town called? Gardner. And we were like, instead of making a Thanksgiving dinner, let's look up on Google what the top frozen TV dinners with turkey are and go buy them. And so we actually went and bought, I think we bought the number 1 and the number 2. So we'd have 2 different ones. And so one Thanksgiving, we dined on TV dinners. That is a true story.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad. It's just that, well, they didn't give you enough of the sides, like the cranberry sauce. They only give you like a little smidgen of cranberry sauce.
Yeah,
that's my only complaint. Cool. But it was pretty good. What was the number 1? I think it was Hungry Man.
Hungry Man
was the best one, and I think it was pretty decent.
But what is our favorite thing to eat at Thanksgiving, which we can't anymore because they're not out here?
Skycraft says turkey.
Yes, but we were talking about side dishes, weren't we?
No, just anything for Thanksgiving. But yeah, the turkey.
But what is
fresh out of the oven?
What's the best Thanksgiving dinner you can do? Sizzler. If y'all live anywhere near a Sizzler, go to Sizzler for Thanksgiving. Let them do all the work. and they have an amazing Thanksgiving buffet they do, and it has everything,
That was
even tons
another
of desserts
memorable Thanksgiving dinner on
on
the
the Oregon
Oregon
coast.
coast
Yeah,
because I was working and I didn't have Thanksgiving. Well, I was working the night shift.
on the night shift.
So we had time to go get dinner before I had to go to work. And so we saw that Sizzler was open. We're just looking for any old restaurant open. And they had everything, all you can eat, all the pies, all the fixings, all the traditional fixings. It was fabulous.
Amazing,
Yeah.
amazing. Jesse says the best is the House of Pies. Well, I don't know. I've never been, so I can't compare it.
House of Pies.
That sounds good.
Great.
And Antifa says we are warming up the Marie Callender's dinners for two: turkey stuffing and gravy, but homemade sides to go with pecan bars, pumpkin bars. Well, that sounds like a
Yeah,
pretty
that's
good spread.
decent.
Yeah. Oh, also one year we we ordered our Thanksgiving dinner from Honey Baked Ham, and they actually do a really good one, and it's pretty affordable actually.
Annie says that Sizzlers have closed down here.
Oh,
You know why? Because the Outback Steakhouse. I heard that there are no Outback Steakhouses in Australia.
well, why would there be? Every steakhouse is out back.
Yeah.
But Annie, unfortunately, a lot of them are closing here too. Their Sizzlers have not been doing well lately, and the pandemic like really ruined a bunch of them because their big thing is the salad bar, and during the pandemic, everybody was like, "No salad bar." So the one in our town that we lived in Oregon actually closed down, but somehow like 3 or 4 months later they managed to reopen it, and last I knew it was doing great. But
So
um,
our post has 3 likes and 2 comments. We're supposed to heart and reply. It says that specifically, heart and reply to show that we care.
I'm gonna just hold it close so it'll focus, or maybe it won't.
I think that's funny.
Here, I know how to make it.
You better heart things to
Here
show
you
you care. Otherwise, the people will not think you care. That's not
Oh,
it.
it went away. Hold on. Yeah, isn't this funny? YouTube is telling us to heart and reply to our comments. They're telling us, you better love those comments. Okay, YouTube masters. We will do what you say.
Okay, we care.
Heidi says there's only one Sizzler up in Longview here, in Washington. Have you ever been to the Kettle in Beloit? Yeah, we've been to the Kettle a couple times. Annie has to going shopping to buy the ingredients to make some apple butter for the first time. Apple butter jeans. All right. Well, Annie, we appreciate you stopping by. It was nice chatting with you. And have a wonderful, happy Thanksgiving with your family.
We already replied to the post comments.
Even though I know you don't celebrate Thanksgiving.
We didn't heart it.
Oh, you get on that. You heart that thing.
That's too funny.
Hey, it's our new realtor friend. Don't tell me your name. Don't tell me your name. I'm going to think of it. All things Northwest Arkansas. You need to heart. Yeah, absolutely.
If we want to be successful in life.
Philip, right? Is it Philip? Is it Philip? I'm pretty sure it's Philip. I think. Yeah, I got it.
I got one.
Sometimes my brain does work.
He read a book called How to Make Friends and Influence People, and he had me read that same book. And one thing that they really emphasize is to remember people's names, but we've yet to master that technique.
Alternate ego is fill down.
Fill down.
Fill down. What does that mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, we've been having fun looking at all the properties down there.
Oh, because his name is Philip.
Oh.
Fill down.
Love the name Annette. It was my mother's middle name, is my twin sister's middle name, and one of my niece's names. Runs in the family.
And it's the name of a wonderful pretzel company.
Hey, Heidi, you know what else? You know what else runs in the family?
Ugh, bad dad jokes.
Bad jokes. Bad jokes. She thought I was going to say something else. The bad dad joke is diarrhea. Runs in the family. It actually, I've heard it runs in the genes. Okay, I got the dad jokes out of my system for
Hey, if
tonight.
you have any stupid Thanksgiving Day jokes, then please let us know in the comments.
Yeah, I don't know that I've ever heard any good Thanksgiving jokes.
Okay.
I need to go down.
Skycraft needs to go get some
Oh,
caffeine.
hey, while you're down in that Mountain Dew, you better make sure you get a couple of them jerky sticks with it,
Yeah.
or some
Meat
stick
sticks.
related project,
Yeah.
product, maybe a fish stick. For those that don't know, Skycraft, all of his food is in the form of a stick.
I out. What do you wear to Thanksgiving dinner?
A harvest.
Yeah.
Wah, wah. That was a good one, Jesse.
What does
Uh,
every mom want to make on Thanksgiving? Dinner reservation, yes.
yeah, and I don't know why they don't. So
Yeah.
much work. Thanksgiving is so much work.
I think that
Kids, why is it
tend to
broken?
fix
A good one.
Cute.
Why did the policeman crash Thanksgiving dinner to stop people from going over the feed limit?
Our 13-year-old friend says sad.
Me sad. I think Jesse is the master of the dad jokes.
Yeah.
It's got me beat for sure.
Cute.
So what else are y'all thankful for? Especially the new people that came in. We've been kind of talking about what we're all thankful for. What's a turkey without feathers called? Thanksgiving dinner. I take that personally because I'm sorry, Philip, but we had a turkey. We used to have a turkey. We loved that turkey, but his name was Phil.
Yeah.
Not that you're a turkey because your name is Phil, but Phil was beautiful. He was a royal palm turkey. Those are the ones that are just black and white. Just they're gorgeous. They're mostly white with like black tips on all their feathers, and they are beautiful. And he was my little buddy. He would follow me around the yard when I was doing my chores. He was like a little puppy. He would just kind of follow me around doing
But
his little gobble gobble
except
gobble
for
gobble gobble. Gobble.
what would you do to make him real mad? Real mad.
Oh, he never got mad at me. What are you talking
No,
about?
he would get real mad if you did one thing.
I don't remember.
If you wore the color red,
Oh yeah.
Phil would get really mad at you and fly at you.
Yeah, he didn't like the color red for some reason.
He's like a little bull.
He was a character though. He was so funny, and we just loved it. Sometimes we'd be hanging out in our house, and all of a sudden we hear go 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 go, and we look out the window, and he's looking in the window at us.
Yeah, he'd look up.
Go 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 go. He was like, "What?
So
Why can't I come in and hang out? Because you poop everywhere."
How does a limping turkey walk? It wobble wobble.
Wait, if things go wrong with Thanksgiving dinner, don't lose your head. The turkey already did that for you.
Hey,
No.
Amethyst. I haven't seen you around.
Amethyst the tiger, welcome in.
And
Nice
they're
to see you.
eating peach gobbler.
Peach gobbler. No. So we're talking about what we're thankful for, and Jesse is giving us Thanksgiving dad jokes. That's what's going on.
Says, what do you call an old snowman? Water.
What glass do turkeys drink wine from? Goblets. What's it called when a turkey goes for a run? Fast food. How does a limping turkey walk it, Lalo? You read that one.
What kind of turkey has legs but can't open doors? A turkey.
What did Thanksgiving turkeys become after they die? Poultry guys.
Green asked for it. Yeah, I don't mind. I've got all day, Greg. Okay, I got a joke. Okay.
Uh-oh.
Okay. So
get ready for it.
This guy driving a Beamer, really rich lawyer guy, driving through Amish country, of course, in the middle of night, and he comes upon an Amish wagon right in the middle of the road, clop, clop, clopping along. And so he swerves to avoid hitting the Amish guy and rams right into a tree, totals his car.
Yeah.
So he asked the Amish guy, he said, hey, you don't happen to have a cell phone, do you? And he said, no, I don't, but I can give you a ride into town to call on the phone. So he hitches the ride with this Amish guy, and he gets to looking at his rig and everything, and he's asking him, well, how much schooling did you ever have? And he said, well, we went up to the 8th grade. And he, being a lawyer, he said, well, I've had lots of schooling. I've had my undergrad, my graduate school, my doctorate degree. I've had lots of schooling. And then he gets to thinking and he says, hey, you know what? Since I've had so much more schooling than you, I'll ask you a question. And if you can't get the answer,
This is going on for a long time.
then you give me $5. But if you ask me a question and I can't give you the answer, I'll give you $500. So the Amish guy agrees to it. And so the lawyer asks him the first question. He asks him, okay, what's the circumference of the sun? And the Amish guy can't answer it. So he takes $5 out of his pocket and gives it to the lawyer. And then the lawyer says, all right, it's your turn. And the Amish man says, okay, what goes up the hill with 3 legs but comes down with 7? And the lawyer really thinks about it for a long time, and he can't get it. So he says, okay, you got me. Here's $500. And he gives it to the Amish guy. And they go on their way for a while. And then the lawyer says, well, I can't get it. So what's the answer? And the Amish guy says, I don't know. I thought that was a great joke.
I'm sorry,
Very
y'all.
clever Amish guy.
I'm sorry about that. That went on way too long.
Hey, like Jesse got in like
A whole bunch of
10.
jokes. What kind of, oh, I already read that one. The next ones are very punny. Haha. What did the pilgrims use to bake their Thanksgiving desserts? Mayflower.
That's cute.
What unit of measurement did pilgrim cookbooks use? Pilgrams. Why didn't the Thanksgiving band get to perform? Someone ate the drumstick. Jesse even says, really? That's what I said, Jesse.
Hey, Antifa likes my joke.
way too long of a build-up for that.
I should have done better accents. I apologize. If I would have done like somebody from Boston or something. It was a lawyer. What is my name? Rose. The mom says because a rose landed
Oh,
on
why is my
on
name
the road.
Rose?
It went away.
He retracted his statement. He's gonna type it up better and so we
Okay.
can understand it.
Okay.
Yeah, he knows that we're a little slow and you gotta.
Yeah, we need a chart for us.
Well, it's bothering me.
We're
I don't
not
know.
well balanced.
I don't
That's
know.
just who we are. You just like move it like, oh,
There.
that's perfect.
There, that's better.
Perfect.
It bothers me that the picture is not centered. I don't know. Whatever. You get what you get, people. It's free.
This
This
coyote. Okay, so nobody really told us what their favorite dishes for Thanksgiving were. I mean, Skycraft's the turkey, but nobody else really said. So
I guess they don't want to
okay,
share.
I'm gonna get more specific. What's your
Uh-oh.
favorite Thanksgiving dessert? What's your favorite pie?
What if their favorite dessert isn't pie?
It's got to be pie.
If it's not pie, we don't want to hear about
How
it.
about you? What's your favorite pie?
Oh, Man, so many good pies.
Mm,
I like the triple berry pie from what's that place called out in Oregon?
Sherry's.
Sherry's restaurant. They have a really good. I think it's called Berry Trio or something. Anyway, I think it's got blackberries, blueberries, and raspberries or something. It's amazing. I also like just about any kind of chocolate cream pie. Can't go wrong with that. Okay, it was House of Pies, coconut cream pie. Oh yeah, that sounds good. Pineapple's
What is
still here.
this
My
House of
favorite
Pies?
dessert is brownies. Brownies are very good as well if they're done right. I've had a lot of bad brownies in my day, but the good ones are really good.
Dudes seem to like
Sherry's.
brownies and pies. They don't seem to like cake.
Mine is the berry cheese pie. Yeah, Heidi knows all about Sherry's. Sherry's are up in Washington too, I believe. Yeah, we're gonna have to go to this House of Pies
Oh
place.
yeah,
Hey, if we come visit y'all down in Houston, will you take us to the House of Pies?
yeah. Get us some pie.
Someday we're gonna go down to Houston.
You know what? We would go into uh we'd go into Sherry's like on Pie Day on 3/14, and they wouldn't be doing any pie specials on Pie Day.
But they did have a free pie night, right? Like
Oh, Wednesdays.
every Wednesday, if you order a meal, you get a free slice of pie. So you can't beat that.
But why wouldn't they? I bet the House of Pies does something on Pie Day. Because, like, why
I
would
don't
you
know.
not take advantage?
Yeah, you would think.
Yeah.
You would think.
We should go to that website. Is that gonna mess up our life?
We will take you there. All right.
All right.
It's a deal. I disappeared for a bit. My son was here for a while, helping out, and we were just yakking for a while before he left. Yeah,
Well, you missed out on the greatest.
Don't be
jokes of
talking
all
to family
time.
when we're doing a podcast.
Yeah.
Family can wait. Just kidding.
Don't you know the important things in life?
Prepping for heaven is the most important thing in life.
We were just doing dad jokes and talking about pie. So
Well, mostly Jesse was doing dad jokes.
yeah, I did a really long joke.
Oh.
Really long joke.
Scary. It's all about priorities. That is true. Yep. Oh, Jesse's yawning again. Get out of here.
Second joke. So there was these Southerners.
Okay, I'm going to tell a dad joke. This has nothing to do with anything except for what did I do? Oh, crazy cat. It has to do with her because she's a former pharmacist. So there's a hearse taking a casket to be buried, and the hearse is really old.
Burial.
The hearse is really old, and it's going up this hill, and it's kind of going chug, chug, chug. It's having trouble getting up this hill, and every time the casket is, be quiet. Mine's a lot shorter than yours. The casket keeps slamming against the back of the hearse as it's trying to get up over this hill, and finally it hits the door so hard the door pops open, and the casket flies out the back of the hearse, and it goes flying down the hill. The casket's sliding, and at the bottom of the hill across the street is a drugstore. So the casket smashes through the doors. It slides right down the aisle to the back of the store, and it slams into the counter where the pharmacist is. The casket pops open, and the cadaver pops up out of the casket. And what does he say to the pharmacist?
Got anything to stop this coughing? You like Sky's joke. Sky's joke is really funny.
One day at band camp. Oh, no. Oh, okay, here we go.
Okay.
A kid asks her mother, "Why is my name Butterfly?" The mom says, "Because a butterfly landed on your head." Her other child named Rose says, why is my name Rose?" The mom says, "Because a rose landed on your head when you were born." Her other kid named Brick says, the mom says, "Shut up, Brick."
That's so cute.
Hey, do y'all remember that TV show, The Middle? That was one of the best sitcoms of all time. And what was the youngest kid's name? Brick. That show was legit awesome. It was one of my all-time favorite sitcoms.
It was really funny.
It was funny, and it also had like real like grit to it. It like really made you like, every episode you'd like want to cry at some point. You'd laugh a lot, and it just felt so real. It really got to me. Anyway, they don't make shows like that anymore.
Never heard of the
No,
middle.
that's funny.
Oh, you gotta look it up. I'm sure
Oh,
you can
yeah.
watch it on YouTube or something.
Yeah, it's worth streaming. I think if it's streamable, I think it ran for 6
It
or
was
7
the
seasons.
old ABC show.
It's not that well. It was on about. I think it started about 10 years ago and ran up to. I think it ended like 5 years ago or something. But just unbelievably good show. It was like a better version of what's the other one that we used to watch? The Jewish family,
Oh, the Goldbergs.
the Goldbergs. It's kind of like the Goldbergs, only better.
Yeah, because with the Goldbergs, there's always a point in the show where you're like, okay, here's forced emotional time.
Yeah, they would try to like force you to
It's
feel
the same formula for every episode.
Yeah.
Do you remember the name of the song that talks about a brick? About the
I do
brick
not.
house? Don't sing the brick house. That's the worst song ever.
She's a brick house.
I
Says
found
my
a video
tomato.
about China and Taiwan.
I gotta go. Have a good
Okay,
night,
bye.
Skycraft.
Thanks for joining us. And
Have a
giving
happy Thanksgiving.
Yeah, thanks for the joke.
I grew up watching sitcoms in the 50s and 60s. They don't make them like that anymore. Never heard of that one either. Which one? Oh, the Goldbergs? Oh.
No, the ABC. She just doesn't watch ABC, which is good because ABC is not that great of a company.
Oh, look who
Oh,
we got.
get it. Yes, come here.
Catch the kitty.
Come here. Give me
Catch the
Mikey.
kitty. Come on. Come on.
Come here.
Sorry, everybody. We're going crazy because there's a kitty on the
Come
table. Here, Mikey. Come on. Come on. Look.
Come on. You know
Yep.
you want to walk on the keyboard.
I gotcha.
You're a cat.
I captured him. Look, it's a kitty. This is Mom's kitty named Mikey. And yes, it's a girl. A girl named Mikey.
You can tell by the eyelashes.
Look, do you see yourself on the screen? Here, you take
Oh, there's another one. There goes another one. Lovers.
it.
They used to be my theme song. Brick
We got to show a
house.
cat because that's how you get good ratings, right?
Yeah, all cat videos on YouTube are the best.
It was funny. I remember. Oh, we put a link to the middle on YouTube. Oh, breakout. That was your theme song. Why is that?
She's back to
Were you letting it all hang out, Heidi?
That's not
You
right,
should be
Heidi.
ashamed of yourself.
Your mama should have raised you better. Oh.
Another one of my favorite all-time sitcoms was, of course, The Wonder Years, which she got me the box set of it, so we watched every episode.
Why
That was a
do
great
cats
show.
have whiskers so they can drive? I don't know. Is that the punchline?
Oh, boring.
The main reason cats have whiskers is to sense objects around them. It wasn't even a dad joke.
Oh,
It was
he's
actual
giving us some
fact.
actual trivia. Whiskers are like antenna on bugs. They can feel things when they brush up against them. Well, I can feel things when I brush up
Do
against
they
them.
also get reception and get
Whiskers-
music through the whiskers? Then?
They function like a radar, detecting objects far away with subtle changes in drafts and currents. Hey, it's Wendy, right? Wendy Hardneck?
Yeah,
Welcome.
I think that's what she said.
I think your name is Wendy. I've got one right so far, one person's name right. See if I got two.
Yeah.
Wendy and Tom. All right. Yes,
It's not Andy.
It's not Wendy, it's
not
Andy. It's Andy Wendy. Well, hello, Andy Wendy. We're talking about what we're thankful for because Thanksgiving Day and all. And she retracted the Andy. I like that name better because I've never met an Andy.
We can't make fun of her now.
So we're talking about what we're thankful for, and Jesse is sharing lots of dad jokes. That's what we're doing tonight. So welcome in, and if you've got any dad jokes, or if you want to share what you're thankful for this Thanksgiving,
or you should scroll up and see Skycraft's joke. It was pretty funny.
Which one?
Where he's like,
oh yeah, yeah, that was good. I'm thankful for God, family, and friends.
Amen.
Us too. Well, we're thankful for God and friends And some of our family.
Man. Our families. Oy.
We're thankful for some of them. I'm always thankful for family.
Oh, good. We
Well,
want to be part of your family.
yeah.
Then.
How cats use their whiskers in slow motion. Ooh, right?
Hey, another slow motion nature video
Hummingbirds.
you might want to check out is the
See,
hummingbird
I read her
and
mind.
and how it drinks liquid. It'll blow your mind
Unbelievable.
because they actually have a forked tongue that shoots out of their little tubular beak and twists around, pulls back the liquid into
Oh,
their beak.
it's unbelievable. And here's what's crazy. Up until about 20 years ago, nobody knew how hummingbirds drank because they move so fast. We did not have a camera that could capture it. In fact, this guy developed a special camera and then he made a all glass bird feeder. And this was just like 15, 20 years ago. He filmed it. And before then, nobody knew how it worked. And if you watch it in slow motion, it is the most bizarre and beautiful thing you've ever seen. It is crazy. Hey, maybe Jesse can post that if you can find it. It's a National Geographic video. I think it's here on YouTube of a hummingbird drinking in slow motion.
Well, I didn't. Jesse's thankful for corny jokes. I know I didn't go to Wichita State. I just bought this T-shirt.
At a secondhand store. When we first moved here.
Oh, it's because of the Shocker
Yeah,
mascot.
we
That's why I
love this
got it.
mascot. When we first got to Kansas, I was like, "What is that? Is that some sort of monster or something?" He's got like stuff growing out of his head, and then I realized, oh, it's a shock of
is
wheat.
Brick, okay?
But yeah, we love Wichita State because of their fun mascot.
Oh yeah, Wendy knows what we're talking about.
Hummingbirds are so neat. My husband and I watched that. Yeah.
Well, it's past 9.
And he's thankful for corny jokes. Well, corn is most of the word corny is corn. So we're all about corny jokes.
What does this mean? Corny.
Well,
it's past 9, so we better.
Are we expired now?
I think so because Mom's.
But Wendy just got here. Corny folks. Well, we are definitely corny folks. Different strokes for corny folks. I love thrift stores. I only shop that in garage sales. Amen.
Yeah.
Yeah, we love the thrift stores. Yeah.
You're spoiled once you see like those thrift store prices.
Yeah, and you know what? We're lucky because our Goodwill here is like dirt cheap. Most of their shirts are like $2 or $3. I've actually been to other Goodwills where their shirts are like $5 and $6. I'm like, for a used shirt? That's crazy. You crazy.
You love thrifting. That's what.
Hey, we need to all go thrifting together.
That's what my mom says.
Oh,
she says when she gets something from a thrift store, she says, "I thrifted it." She's all into the hot new terms.
That's right. She's on the ball. I love corny jokes. That's why I married my hubby. He's the king of corn.
The night is still young. Yeah, but the night may be, but we ain't.
And Heidi, we can shoot a Russian unicorn. If you get that one, you get mad props.
Yeah.
The night is young and we can shoot a Russian unicorn. If you can find a DAV, they are cheaper than the Goodwill. I've never seen one of their stores. I didn't even know they had stores. I thought they just sent us return address labels.
Yeah.
That's the only thing I've seen from them. But yeah, if I ever spot one, I'll probably stop in. Yeah, when we go up to South Dakota, we always go to this town called Yankton, and they have the best secondhand store.
It's great.
Awesome. It's not like part of any charity that I'm aware of. I think it's just run by some folks, but it has like a huge furniture section, and their stuff is all laid out nice and neat. Like you'd think you were in like a regular store, but it's secondhand stuff, so it's like really good prices. But everything is like very organized well, and I don't know what that place is called. Do you remember? Anyway, if you're ever in Yankton, South Dakota,
treasure, something about treasure.
It's right in the middle of their downtown, which is really tiny, so you can't miss it. So neat, lazy days. Let's go thrifting. I want to go thrifting with y'all.
Let's go to the mall.
Yeah, we should have a massive thrifting convention where we all just meet up and go thrifting together.
You know where we can do that too?
Indiana.
Yep.
Yeah, Indiana.
The best secondhand mall.
It's actually
in the world.
It's actually not the biggest one in America because I looked it up. But when we were in Indiana on a road trip, they had this one of those vendor malls, and it was so huge. It was this
It's
gigantic
full
warehouse.
of really good
Yeah,
stuff.
you can
Really good
literally
stuff.
you could be there for a day and not really get to see it all. I mean, I don't know. They must have had hundreds and
And
hundreds
they
of
had
vendor spots.
masterful homemade trinkets out of metal and stuff, and dirt cheap. It was
Yeah,
great.
I don't remember what town that was. We just happened on it by accident. We were like, "Oh my gosh, that's a vendor mall. It's huge," and it was
Must have been
amazing.
off of like I-80 or something like that.
You can catch us thrifting live. You're doing live thriftings.
Right now.
We're gonna have to watch that.
Won't let you video.
Some thrift stores. Huh. We went to a thrift store, or not. It wasn't a thrift store. It was a like an antique vendor mall in Sioux Falls, South Dakota, last week, and it was funny because they have the Wall of Shame. We actually made a little short video about it, but they post pictures of all the people that they've caught on their security cameras that stole stuff. So if you steal stuff, you'll get a big picture of yourself, and it'll say like what you stole.
Sally's.
Pretty crazy.
Used to go to Sally's. They call that for Salvation Army
Oh,
stuff.
that's funny. I've never heard that called Sally's. I like when our kids were growing up.
Yeah,
Great
we'd
place
go
funny.
to the Salvation Army in Roseburg all the time.
Yeah. Please ask first, and they always say yes.
Except IKEA. IKEA won't let you.
They won't let you film.
No, I've seen like YouTubers make videos. They're like running around trying to dodge the security guards.
You're not going to see my picture, Jesse. You think they could catch me? I don't think so.
He's too fast. He's too sly.
I know where all the cameras are.
He's even added a couple.
Yeah. Yeah, and we're pretty sure that same store also had some of those undercover shoppers that kind of.
Yeah.
She was suspicious that somebody was following us around.
Yeah, there was.
They act like they're
people.
shopping, but really they're security, like checking you out.
Yeah, it's just amazing that they're just all interested in exactly what I'm interested in. Nothing else.
It's cheap, and you don't have to steal.
Yeah.
Yeah, burglars or thieves are not always the smartest, though. Yeah, I don't know. They think they have to steal, and sometimes they steal really
Sometimes it's
stupid
like
stuff.
affluent middle-aged women that just want a cheap thrill.
Yeah, yeah. Have you guys ever seen that video on YouTube of that dude, Mark Rober? He makes these like packaged bombs for porch pirates.
And he makes squirrel mazes.
But like every year he makes a better and better one. It's like a package with all these like cell phone cameras, and it shoots out stink spray and all this stuff in it. And it videotapes the people that steal the package, like when they get it home and open it. And what really blew me away is a lot of these people that steal the packages are like in nice homes and like nice areas. And you're like, man, and they're like cruising for packages to steal off porches. It's not always like thugs from the ghetto or anything. It's like regular middle-aged people stealing packages. It's
Yeah,
crazy.
that's what Craig said. He said it's probably because you have a trench coat on.
She did have a trench coat on. I don't know if you saw that in our little short that we made, but I told her that. I said, it's probably because you're wearing a trench coat. Everybody knows that trench coat people are a little shady.
Well, Mom's gone to bed,
Oh,
so we probably should shut her down.
Yeah. All right.
Well, thank
I
you
guess
guys.
all
Thanks
good
for
things
the
must
fun
come to an end.
evening.
Yeah, we've enjoyed hanging out and chatting with y'all and meeting some new folks. So we'll try to do these maybe more often, especially when we can come to Mom's house because
Don't ever
she
say
has-
that we should be on a
Mom-
schedule. We're never on a schedule.
but Mom has really good internet. Like out at our place, our internet is terrible. So we do lives from our phones because our phones are actually faster than our home computers. But it's more fun to do it like this when we sit down with an actual laptop and do it. Don't have to hold. Oh, see, we got another new person coming in. So you can't shut it down yet. Hey, jailbait and tackle outdoors. Thanks for jumping in. We're just wrapping up, but we missed you. Thanks for popping in. You can always we'll leave this live up, so if you want to see what you missed, you can. And thanks everybody. We all wish you all a super warm and happy and fun Thanksgiving with your family and friends. And may God bless you all. And we are thankful for all of you, our YouTube friends and family.
Immensely.
So thanks for joining us, and we will see you around the tube. Bye-bye.
The tube.
Wait, let's end with the twinkle.
Oh, okay. We got to end with the twinkle, so that's why we delayed.